In this video, I'm gonna show you the exact step-by-step three-phase system I've been using behind the scenes with experts, educators, and coaches to help them generate a consistent $20,000, $30,000, even $69,000 months with less than 2% refunds and over 90% profit margins. And we do this without making the expert look like a guru, without having the audience hate them, without having to build massive teams, and we're still able to generate thousands of results for their clients. Over the last few years, I realized the coaching industry is broken, backwards, and fucked up. There's too many people selling overpriced garbage just to flex Stripe screenshots or fund a fake Miami lifestyle instead of actually helping people and making a boatload of money as a byproduct of that. As we know, the education system is continuing to fail us. And for me, I was a ski bum, a college dropout, and the online education industry both burned me out of thousands of dollars, and it's also helped me completely turn my life around. And if it wasn't for online coaches and experts being able to share their knowledge through online courses or coaching, I'd never be where I am today. So I spent over $30,000 just trying to figure out exactly what works for them to grow their business, working side by side, testing every funnel imaginable. And what I found is the most ethical, high profit, long-term sustainable model yet. And in this video, I'm gonna break everything down step by step. We'll get into the weeds, we'll dive into the exact funnels and processes that allowed us to go from literally no offer to over $69,000 months, and it flips the old way upside down. It builds multiple revenue streams, it creates stable profit, and it maximizes client results. Now, before we get into the weeds and get into the steps, I need you to understand one thing first, and this might just change everything for you. Now, after trying almost every funnel in the game, the problem is not funnels. It's not new client acquisition systems, and that's not the reason you're not making the money that you want to make yet. Every guru everywhere out there is going to tell you, oh, my funnel's the best way, don't do this, low ticket sucks, only sell high ticket, only do organic marketing, and it's all bullshit. From my experience, almost every funnel and every price point works extremely well when it's installed into the right phase of your business. This industry teaches you everything in extremes because that is how they make their money. And putting so much focus on what's the best funnel or only selling high ticket, it pulls your focus away from what actually matters, which is changing people's lives, and that leads to a huge problem in this industry specifically. You will get to the point where you need to create space in order to help more people, and you can only offer premium coaching for so long. And that's when the biggest problem arises. And that's why you see so many gurus come and go in less than 2 years. They focus on lifestyle marketing, they get a ton of traffic, they follow the same advice of just selling high ticket, and then they attempt to hire a massive team to support all this, and everything starts to fall apart. They simply cash out their audience and then disappear when they realize it's not sustainable. Views start to plummet, they need to charge more just to be able to pay their team. People start getting upset because they're paying thousands of dollars for what's being framed as a mentorship when it's actually just a course. The audience starts to burn out, and then there's 400 Reddit threads calling them a scammer. This model simply cannot scale ethically, and it will continue to burn hundreds of people out of thousands of dollars, just like it did for myself, and I'm sure something like that has happened to you also. I knew there had to be a way for educators to change the lives of thousands, sell coaching and courses to the masses, all making a boatload of money at the same time without burning their audience every 2 years and without having to build a 12-person team in order to maintain it. And that's exactly what this three-phase system does. So let's get into the weeds. Let's break down exactly how it works and why it's the most ethical, sustainable model that I've found yet. Phase one starts at the beginning. You have no clients, you have no offer, nothing. And you need two things. You need goodwill and you need traffic. And it all begins with simple, organic, long-form YouTube content. Don't hold things back here. Don't sell the lifestyle. You're simply going to show your authority through education. And you may not get many views, and that's completely okay. That's not your goal. Your goal is to simply find the people who need help solving problems that you know how to solve. And we focus on YouTube specifically here because there's such a big difference between someone finding you on a doom scroll or seeing that you have a Ferrari and not educational content versus someone who sits there, chooses to watch an educational video that they need a problem solved for and watch it for 10 to 20 minutes. Now, to sell it, we're simply going to create some type of a free guide or a free lead magnet document that you can send over to them in the DMs. And when we get them in the DMs, we're simply just going to ask them a few questions. We're going to ask them, what are their goals? What's their desired situation? What's stopping them the most from getting there? And what are they struggling with the most? And whatever their desired situation is, if you can help them get there, then you can offer one-on-one coaching to help them get there faster. The beauty of this approach is you don't have to guess what your market wants. They're simply telling you exactly what they want, what they're struggling with, and all you have to do is give it to them, because that's the goal, to help people and solve problems and help them get to their desired situation faster. Doing it this way, every objection becomes copy for your marketing, every result becomes a new testimonial for a future client, and every question they ask becomes more content that you can create. But the key here isn't to make money quickly. It's simply to figure out your marketing angles, figure out what your target audience is struggling with, and to get results as fast as possible for them. Because the second you get results faster is the second everyone else believes that your stuff is as good as you say it is. Doing this process made one of my clients around $6,000 in just 3 days off of a YouTube video with a couple hundred views. And another client of mine, we stayed in phase one for a while until we were hitting consistent $10,000 months, and we really understood what the market wanted so we can give it to them in an easier way. So once you get your first results, this all leads up to phase two beautifully. Now that you have proven results from phase one, you have a much deeper understanding of exactly what the market wants, unique marketing angles that you can use, the best offer for them, and you can start using the power of organic and paid traffic. Phase two is when you start to incorporate a little bit of automation and you start to build an ecosystem around your ideal client, and it also makes it easier for you to get clients consistently. Now, after getting feedback from over 20,000 customers, what we found works best for this is Skool. People love using it, and it also has a ton of great ways to convert people into your higher ticket program. So using a free Skool community is the best thing that I found to act as your ecosystem and to send all of your traffic to. It acts as your lead magnet, your email list, your nurture hub, and you can also host mini courses all inside of it. You put the valuable content in there that attracted your phase one clients. You create a mini course that helps them get to their desired situation faster. Also, even some assets that'll help them out. But now it's organized, you become more of an authority, and you can help people through the power of community. And inside the free community, you're gonna wanna install the 5 core conversion mechanisms. Now, I'm sure you've heard some of this stuff before because a lot of people have talked about it, but there's a reason why, and it's because it works so well. The first one is a deeper VSL. It's very simple. You essentially tell your story, the 3-step transformation process, and the option to work with you one-on-one to help them get there faster. The next one is using DM automations. This is the same thing as phase one. We're now just going to do it inside of Skool where everyone else is going to be located. The cool thing about this is now there's automations to help automate some of this process. And next is arguably the most important one, and that is offering one-on-one consulting calls to every new member who joins your community, because you can provide value to them, and you can also offer to work with them one-on-one to help them get to the desired situation faster. Next is automated email sequences, having some type of a welcome sequence where you can solve more problems for them. Also having 3 weekly value emails per week where you have the option to click a button and work with you one-on-one from there. Also keeps you top of mind more consistently than just waiting for YouTube videos to drop. And then another great one is doing monthly live workshops or webinars where you can offer something at the end. You provide value to them live, and then also offer your one-on-one coaching at the end of the call with limited spots or however you want to go about it. Here's why this works so well. You're building a community to help your ideal client. You're helping people for free. It makes it easier for those potential clients to educate themselves, meaning the clients you work with will be easier to work with. You're creating a customer ecosystem with multiple different ways to convert into your one-on-one coaching offer, which makes getting clients easier and more consistent. You now have a central place where all your ideal clients can hang out, they can enjoy the community, they can get more value from you. You can also have promotions without shouting to your organic audience all the time. You can learn even more about where your ideal clients are struggling with and use that to make your offers better. Now, because you don't want to just rely on free content and the amount of views that you can get from YouTube, this is a great time to implement paid advertising and running low budget ads to your free Skool group once you have all those 5 systems set up. But because you have free educational content on your YouTube, you have results from past customers in phase one, you have way more of a deep understanding of what your market wants and needs. It's going to cost way less to get people inside of the community rather than just running paid ads to the community with no social proof and no content to show for it. This phase alone, working with one of my clients, we did around $400,000 in the first year. We did consistent 20 to 30K months, sometimes more, sometimes less, but we only used organic traffic. We didn't incorporate the paid aspect to it because they had a bigger audience. The goal here is simple. You want steady $10,000 to $30,000 months with predictable lead flow. You want all 5 of your core conversion mechanisms all set up so that you can run paid ads so that you don't have to rely on just organic content in order to scale. During this time, you've probably gotten to a point where you can't take on one-on-one clients anymore, and that's perfect to start moving into phase 3, but don't move into phase 3 yet until you completely filled out your one-on-one. And when that happens, then we can start moving into phase 3. Now, this is where things get really interesting and you can start having a ton of fun with stuff. Phase 3 is all about lowering your acquisition costs, increasing your profit margin, and helping more people at different price points. Now, in phase 1, you focused on people who needed help the most and could afford premium pricing. And in phase 2, you help people for free through your community. You built an ecosystem ready to sell more people into your one-on-one, but you were only limited to working with people who could afford premium pricing. And in phase 3, you help more people at different price points using different levels of access, which maximizes your profit, your leverage, and customer results. So that's the best time when we start implementing a group coaching offer. And this is going to become your core scalable offer. You can still offer your premium one-on-one coaching, but you probably don't have enough space for that anymore. In this offer, you're going to systemize your entire one-on-one process, exactly everything that your one-on-one clients had to go through, and systemize it into one easy step-by-step program with weekly live support calls. You can do it 1 to 3 times a week, have a more personalized community, and also give them more assets if you have any. So you're gonna wanna have 2 different price points here. You're gonna wanna have an annual option, which is gonna get you more cash up front. That's gonna be anywhere from $297 or $2,997, depending on your industry. And then you're also gonna wanna have a monthly tier, which is anywhere from $47 to $297 a month. This is gonna build stability, predictable income, monthly recurring revenue, and it's gonna become the cheapest way for someone to get support from you without needing deep pockets. They get help implementing what you teach live on weekly support calls. You still get paid extremely well and consistently, and it's not gonna require a giant fulfillment team because you're more leveraged with the group coaching. Now, when you wanna increase your traffic to your free group, either one of 2 things are gonna happen. Either your cost per lead is going to increase, which is gonna force you to have to do more hard closing on sales calls, or B, you won't be able to handle the amount of leads that are coming in. You won't be able to take those sales calls, or you're gonna need to hire salespeople just to keep it alive. And at this point is when I no longer advertise the free group for free, and I start to implement low ticket products. These are small, low budget, fast win products that we send cold traffic to that takes us from paying anywhere from $15 plus to get a lead, all the way to getting paid to acquire these customers, or at the bare minimum, breaking even. Now, fair warning, you will get less traffic here, but these leads are much higher quality than free leads because they actually purchased something, they got a quick win, and the trust is now at an all-time high. Now, this allows you to get more people into your free school group ecosystem without going really deep into negative. It allows you to keep a really small, lean team without having to manage thousands of leads and hire a sales team. And now you're only attracting people who are actively raising their hand through cold traffic that they want help with something. And it also increases the profit of your group coaching offer because you're no longer paying to get leads. Now is when you need to learn how to sell without sales calls by selling one to many. Now, by this point, you know everything that your ideal client needs to succeed. You have a bunch of testimonials, your offer is great, you're fully systemized. And since you have built so much reciprocity with the free group and the ecosystem with low ticket products coming in the front end, what I found is that you don't even need sales calls here. With one of my clients, we did $30,000 in one weekend just off of a Google Doc and a payment link. And another great option to do this is we found great success running paid workshops or paid challenges in order to sell one to many also. And the only reason that we were able to do this and sell a higher price point without a sales call is because of all the systems that were implemented through all 3 phases. And once it's set up, everything starts to compound. You're giving away all your secrets on YouTube for free, making you a leader in the space. Your free school ecosystem gives you all your potential clients in one place with over 5 ways to convert them into your paid programs. The low ticket products being sold to cold traffic make your cost per acquisition way lower. The group coaching brings stability and monthly recurring revenue, and your one-on-one highest ticket is all 100% profit margin. Now, every person gets help at the level that they can afford. You can triple your impact, you can scale ethically, be highly profitable, and not be forced to shove a $5,000 offer down everyone's throat. Now, this 3-phase system is exactly what I did to take my client from literally no offer to over $69,000 per month with little to no sales calls without having the internet hate them. We were able to change thousands of lives, all with a team of 3 and less than a 2% refund rate. When you build a business focused on transformation and education instead of just rinsing your audience dry, everything starts to compound in your favor. Because you focus on providing value publicly and solving problems first, your clients get better results. Better results mean better testimonials, and better testimonials mean more sales. The coaching industry needs more people who care more about transformation than transactions. And if that's you, I would love to help you get there. There's a link below this video to schedule a call with me. I have no sales team. I don't do hard closes. If I think that it would be good for us to work together, we can work that out. And if not, I'll definitely send you in the right direction. That's all from me. I'll see you in the next one. Hope this helps. Peace.